Langit kwacha lanita tia. Langit kwacha lastana tia. Neatlands jalangan tia. Neatlands jalangan tia.
Hey everyone. I'm gonna unmute everyone here. Thank you for joining us for our Thursday evening meditation, our uh, time together. As we call it, our time Thursday, and this is Toki's time because Toki is home. Her spirit is home. She is finally free, and it's like, are we gonna continue to do this? Or are we not? And I think we are until people don't want to. But what I'm hearing from everyone is they do, and they're appreciating this space to be able to do this together. And so we're going to continue to do that. Um, I just want to acknowledge that people are grieving. We're grieving, and people do that differently. And yes, there's stages of grief, and they don't go in order. I have found out, and they are all over the place, and it feels like a big giant kind of tsunami of, I keep saying, well, it comes in waves, it comes in waves, and like this is like a tsunami of emotions. I'll go through all the stages of grief within 10 minutes. Probably best that I'm away from people most of the time because they're like, what is going on with this lady? But yeah, I just want to acknowledge that. I would hope that we can all be positive and supportive and loving and, keep our spirit vibes up the whole time, and we're human, right? And so I just want to acknowledge that it's okay wherever you are. It's okay whatever stage you're in, because it's your process, and it's not for me to tell anyone, how to be or how to do this, and or for anybody to tell each other how to do this and where to be. So I just want to say, wherever you are, it's the right place for you to be in, because you need to go through the stages in order to get to that healing. And so wherever you are, just acknowledge it, and be okay with it. So when you're pissed, be pissed, and when you're sad, be sad. And when you're crying, just let it out, just acknowledge that space that you're in so that you can get through it. And that's kind of just all I want to say is just, if we can have any compassion, right now, let's have compassion for each other,
Mm.
just those that are showing the hurt, but those are the showing the anger, and those that are showing the fear, and those that are showing all of it, all the emotions. We're just going to acknowledge that that's where they are. Um, I thought tonight might be good. I know we're doing the human stuff because Toki's spirit is free. Toki's already swimming with her family. I mean, shoot, you guys, they were there welcoming her home as she was passing. And so she's done with this plane, but we're not. And so the rest of what's going on and the conspiracy theories and the finger pointing and the fighting and the, and all that stuff, and the loving and the, getting together and doing these gatherings, that's all the human stuff. So we got to go through that. We got to figure it out because we, unfortunately are human. And so, um, but I think,
Unfortunately.
sorry, there's a higher species. I'd rather be a higher species right now, but we're not. And so we're just gonna be with that, and just love each other through it, So even if your buddy or the people who you're like, wait a minute, I thought these were like our prayer people, and they're out there like, it's okay, it's your process, and we love you anyway. So uh, the being that I would like to focus on tonight is Lee. And he lost his tank mate. He spent more time with her than anybody, and we can comfort each other, but we can also comfort him. And so tonight I thought, let's do that. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. I'm going to just say hi to everyone else before we go into the actual meditation. So Christina, is there anything you want to say, share?
Well, not about myself. I'm a teacher, and so that's my first thing. I've taught about 700 kids and their families about Toki, and first Nosy and then Toki, and Nosy was a success story, and unfortunately we can't, really say that about Lolita. And I just want to say to them, I'm so concerned about them, and that I don't want them to stop their activism because of this. That there will be some disappointments, and but that they need to keep going, and you know, find those situations in their own paths, and be the one. So I just want to encourage them to keep going. That's my message. Um, so
Thank you.
that's something I've been concerned.
Thank you. Christina?
I just wanted to say thanks a lot for everything that you said, Annette, because everyone has their own path and the way they deal with things, and it's okay. And I'm just glad to be here to help everyone and hold Lee up and hold all of you up, and because I love you guys.
Love you too. Deborah?
Just parroting. These are really heavy days right now, my friends. Honor the grief inside your heart and embrace it, because the grief is just the love of Scally Chucktanut that's unexpressed. Tomorrow will be the time for us to hit the streets with righteous anger in a good way and change things. But for today, hug each other, hug your family, and honor the grief and love in your heart for Scally Chucktanut.
Thank you. Casey and Stephanie?
Yeah, I just think, wow, it's all about love, you guys. And Scally brought us all together. And I love you. And I love her. I love Lee. So
Yeah. It's Yeah, someone just said this. It's so heavy. It is very heavy. It is very heavy, and it probably will be for a little while, guys. But we'll keep gathering. She put this, whole group of people, who love her together, and we have a way to connect, and so we're going to keep doing that. And yeah, I mean, that's what we're gonna do. As someone asked for Alejandro is probably listening, hopefully not in a minute when we start to meditate. He's still working. And Alejandro is a powerhouse. I mean, he is speaking up and speaking out, and I just love him so much. And he would, of course, be here if he could, and he will be here on Sunday. But yeah, he's still working as of this hour. We were just messaging right before we started, and so if he jumps on this, he's going to be working till way later. So, yeah, I think probably the best thing we can do is so for Lee, sweet little Lee, he got a lot of healing, and he also got used to us hanging out on Thursday, right? Filling up his tank with beautiful pink water and light and love and joy. And just knowing that his world has shifted. And even though it's my understanding that he'll end up, with some of his own kind and his family. I don't know the specifics on any of that, but I do know that that's the plan, or at least that was what was being planned for him. That'll be good for him. However, he still lost his tank mate, right? So whether he's in this tank or he's in another one, his world has shifted as well. So if we can just all picture Lee. And what I would like to do is just let's take him to the Sailor's Sea so he can see where she went. And, if we can picture the Sailor's Sea in our mind, I'm just going to play some music, and I'm going to put that overlay back up of Chief Salik. And I think we just honor that she is with him, and that Lee can see that she's with where she is, so he's not worried, and he knows where she went. And I'm sure she had many conversations with him about that, about where she was going. And I just ask that when you guys think of Lee, you think of him in that tank where he is currently, just with pink water. Let's just surround that boy with love. Pink, beautiful energy. So I'm going to go ahead and put this overlay up, and then we'll just listen to some drumming, okay? Okay. So again, if you can just hold Lee in your heart. It's one way to pull yourself out of anger or anything that's not serving at least your energy, right? And just remember that Lee has suffered a loss just like us, and just surround him with love. That's one way to just funnel love through yourself. And again, honor where you're at, honor your process. I want to thank you guys for joining. It's it's heavy, and we're all feeling down, and we're still we're going to for a while. So just remember that, we have each other. You guys have each other. One thing we did last week is we had some people on the show to be able to, on Sunday, to just be able to talk about how this has been for you. And so if that's something you want to do, just shoot me a message, messenger. And yeah, we're going to keep doing it. And even though it's sad, we'll just keep doing it because it's important to hold each other up. Deborah, is there anything you want? Oh, somebody asked real quick. Somebody asked about streaming on Sunday. Yeah, we're figuring it out. So I just want to make sure people know, because I know there was a lot of people getting flights and doing all this. This Sunday's ceremony was kind of a pre-planned thing for the totem pole. And then after her passing, they said, that they're going to use that as a celebration of life to honor her and her life. I just want to make sure people understand the difference. This is not her homecoming. So when Toki's remains are brought home to Lummi, there will be another, I don't know I don't know what they're going to do. That's up to Lummi. But there will be another gathering. And so yeah, someone's asking if I have any updates on the spreading of rashes. I don't know. But I promise you that everybody will know, and they've already said that this will be shared with all, and so we'll let you guys know. I don't know if it's going to be like everyone needs to jump on a plane right now, or if it's going to be everyone jump on a plane in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I really don't know, but I do know that they are going to share this information with everyone, and her homecoming will be open. So yeah, I don't want to talk about any other details tonight. I really just want to please, let's just remember that Toki's home. Her spirit is home. She's already with her family. We're left here to do the human stuff. And let's just hold each other up while we do that. And remember Lee. Please remember Lee. And while I understand he's active and all of that, he's feeling something. His world went silent, and so let's just remember Lee. And Deborah, is there anything you want to say?
I would just ditto that. Lee's world must be so quiet after all the press and people and visitors to visit Scallychuck tonight. It must just be like a huge shock to him to be in a silent place. So sing him a song, say his name out loud, dance him a song. And when you sing his name, just picture him in the same healing, beautiful, glorious waterfall that we have covered these two beings in for the last year and a half. And we love you, Lee. We do love you. We love you. And we do see you. Love you, little one.
Christina, is there anything you want to say?
Just sending lots of love to Lee. I see him in the pink light, and he's happy. He was used to us coming every Thursday, so got to make sure that we hold him up. Yep. But he's okay. He's all right. And I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I love all of you. Everybody, all of you. You're all wonderful.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you soon. I'm going to just end with a little video, and we'll talk to you guys on Sunday. I'm sure we'll see you on Sunday.